Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to make the first tutorial on the Smaller Pixels Entertainment YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is going to be mainly specialized in the Clickteam Fusion 2.5 game engine, which is mainly used for 2D games but can also be used for 3D games. So this video is going to be about a simple shooter game that you can do pretty easy. So this is going to be a top-down view, sort of like an RPG style. And I'm going in a future video. I'm going to do how to make a Street Fighter style shooter. So how to start is you go click on this, or you do Control N. So you're going to get an application. It usually says application 1, and then you're going to have a frame 1. You're going to double click the frame, and you're going to be greeted with this. Right now, if we open it, you're going to see that it is this resolution. But if you want to change it, you go into the application and you go into the little computer here and change the size. So if you want it to be your monitor, it's going to be 1920 or 1920 by 1080. But I'm going to stick with 640. So what you're going to do is you're going to insert some actives. And you do that by double clicking on the active, and then OK, or by just double clicking the active. So we're going to add a player, a bullet, a mouse, and a monster. This is going to make our start. So for the player, I'm going to make a simple character for a simple top-down view. And do like that. Then we're going to add, let's do this. Let's do like that. That did not work out as I wanted. Okay, so I'm just going to make the simple shooter. So this is basically just a basic character, not much depth in him. So just going to add a little gun here, and then a little skin color there. So now we have our shooter. Then we're going to add a bullet, which is going to be a simple little there. I forgot to mention that in the player, you gotta have the hotspot in the back if you want to do that, and then the active. This needs to be at the gun, otherwise it's going to shoot from the back, which we don't want it to do. We want it to shoot from the front. Now we're going to add the mouse. It's going to be a simple. There you go. That could be good. Let's do it like that. Add a little white there, and some brown there. Some grey. Icon colors. Add some shading. There you go. Now there's some shading in the mouse, and then we're going to add a monster. So let's just make this. Let's just make this a little like this. And let's make the skin color to green. This doesn't look like a zombie at all. Let's just add some arms here to him. There you go. Let's do like that. And let's just color in the arms. Any feedback, it would be greatly appreciated on the tutorial. So if you want to, thanks. So the bullet and the mouse, we're going to move out of bounds as we don't want them to be shown. I'm going to resize the character and the monster just for Embra's sake. So we're going to do like that. and we're going to uncheck the visible at start, which will make so if we press F7, it's not going to be visible. Now we're going to, I'm just going to save it. Let's just save it as so let's just save it as tutorial. This is crucial because there is a bug in Clickteam Fusion where if you delete an object which already has a global values and such is added into it, it could get you an error which says it can't locate file, which will completely disrupt your whole project. So now when we're going to do that, we're going to click on the player, click on the movement, and change this movement to 8 directions. And then we're going to go into tutorial, and then go into, I think it's here, isn't it? There you go. It's in the play button, runtime options. This is only if you want to use WASD. So right now, the player runs with arrow keys, as you can see here, and is very fast. So what we're going to do is going to default controls and change the keyboard here to W, S, A, and D. This is only if you want to do so you can walk with WASD. Now you can see we're going to walk with WASD. I am going to change the speed a little bit for the player. By that you go into the movement again and do the speed. I'm going to change this to 10. Now so to walk at a reasonable speed. Or actually, I think 20 is a reasonable speed. Yeah, that's good. And now we're going to add a bit of code. So go into the list editor, and we're going to add a new condition. This could also be used in the event editor, but the list editor is more tutorial friendly. Now when you've done that, you add a new condition, and that is going to be an always event. When you've done that, you're going to add, we're going to click on the player, click on the set scale/angle, and set angle. In that, you're going to paste in this. This is basically directing your player to face the mouse. You can also make it so, but I'm going to use this one for now. So now when you pasted that in, you're going to click OK. Then when you open it, you're going to see that it faces the player. So why we put the hotspot back here is so it would react like this. And now I'm going to make the shooting thing. And but before that, I'm going to insert an action here, and that is going to be, it is going to set, it is always, and we're going to insert an action here. We're going to set the X coordinate to X mouse. That is the X position of the mouse. And then always set the Y position to Y mouse. Now, if we press F7, going to do like this. But I'm also going to add another object, which is always hide the mouse pointer. This will make it so you only see this mouse when you're in this. Which will make it much better if you want to do it. Sometimes sometimes it could be a little bit buggy, but that is just yeah. So now you can see that you can look around, but you can't shoot yet. So you're going to add a new condition, and that is going to be user clicks. Now, if user clicks with left button, it's going to launch an object. By clicking on that, you're going to launch an object, and that is going to be your bullet that you created earlier on. So now you're going to use launch in direction of, and this is where the mouse comes in handy. Since you can't direct it to the mouse, you're going to use the mouse that you created artificially. I'm going to change the speed a little bit, so it looks more like a bullet, and so you can see the bullet, and it's going to look like this. Now you can see that we have fully working shooter. But if you want to make it so it shoots the enemy, you're going to go across and add a new condition. You're going to do if bullet collide with another object, and that's going to be the monster. If bullet collides with the monster, it is going to click here and then destroy the bullet and then destroy the monster. And that is going to make it so both the monster and the actor survives. But then we're going to make so the monster reappears as we disappeared it in the beginning. So we need to do let's do it every 3 seconds. Summon monster by creating an object. That's going to be that. Layer 1. And then I actually clicked wrong here. You're going to make it so create a star. Now if we do like this, if we wait, it's going to spawn a monster and then it disappears. I am going to show you how to make an AI or a sort of AI in the future episode. But that's all for me. Thank you so much. You've been lovely. Goodbye.